All right. I think I'm live. Yep. So I'm just trying to, I'm going to work out a better camera angle because it's really distracting, but I think that'll do it right there. I can sit right here. I think that's it. All right, I got a little distracted last night. I was tired. So and I was so busy like messing with the camera, but I think that's a good angle right there. I just had a better idea. I'm gonna pencil out the rest of this comic. I should get a lot done right now. It's early. I just woke up a couple hours ago, been outside. So, but I did get a lot done though. I penciled this out. And I added some detail after I took a break last night and shut off the camera. See it this way though, I can't see what you guys can see, so I gotta take it off here for a second. But I added some detail in there last night. You know, I took a break. I needed to take a break, and then when I came back, I was able to look at it with a new eye, fresh eye. I added some details to to this guy. You know what I mean? I'm fleshing it out a little. I don't know exactly how far I'm going to go with all this detail, but I got it in there anyway. I'll probably ink this panel up a little bit. I don't want it to be too dark yet. You know what I mean? And although it is dark outside, so I got to figure out. I think I can just black out this background. I don't know, maybe put some clouds and water, or black out this wall, put some clouds and water. We'll see like how I'm going to handle that. Maybe do some smudging. You know what I mean? Do some smudging effects in the sky behind them. That would look pretty cool. You know, I'm on top of it. This page is just awesome. I'm going to try to black it out, like keep it dark up, and then go, you know, from dark to light. You know what I mean? Down below is gun up in the foreground here. I got to get some detail in here. I might do some smudging effects behind him, smudging effects here, where the dude's getting the rocket in his eye. It's looking pretty tight though already for a double page. It's not a double page spread, but you have to, almost every page is a double page spread. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you open up the book, it's got to be. I noticed that like when you look at it, you want both of these pages, even though it's not a double page spread per se, to kind of, you know what I mean, to complement each other. It's very light, it's pencils, and everything's all opposite with the camera. It's weird, so yeah. I'm trying to just, there we go. Like that. That's going to be fairly easy. I'm not too worried about it. And there's here they are talking back and forth whispering back and forth on their like intercom, or yeah. So there's the guy falling backwards with the rocket sticking out of his face. I'll have to actually show that with the, yes. It's like a smoke grenade rocket thing. It's whatever he wants. He can program it somehow or something or other, you know, whatever. So I'm already on to this page, which I think is just going to be I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it. We're going to find out. I think it's just going to be panels of, there's at least, well, 1, 2, 3, there's 4 guys. I got to decide what I'm going to do here. Panels of guys, like, I guess I'll work it out anyway. Let's do this now. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm gonna start roughing it out a little bit. I'm gonna make coffee too, so you gotta bear with me here. So I'm gonna make some coffee. Wait, the water's filtering now. That might be good, or maybe. Oh, you know what might be better even? I got a better idea, I think. I'm gonna make sure the I don't want to draw at a funny angle. It's like, it's distracting. Can't tell what I'm doing. So I got to be comfortable when I'm drawing here. I'm drawing all from a weird perspective. So there's that. So I put this all over here. I'm going to make sure I get set up good before I start drawing. This is kind of a camera test too, as you can see, so I can find out a good method of, there we go, that might. This is basically my rough out. This is basically my still kind of to the side. It's like I need something that's behind me, or I need to put it on the rim of my hat or something. Have a head cam. I want it to be like, wow, it's like really. All right, so maybe it is better. Gotta get it up there. I will figure this out right now before I start drawing. Let me make some coffee, or start some coffee. Getting some coffee going before I start drawing. And getting the camera set up, and the only way for me to get it set up is to do it live, so I have to do this. Sorry, I have to do this way, but once I find a good method here, I will stick with it. I might be able to use the lamp here as a camera stand. I'm going to order something online. I have an idea of what I need, but I don't need a lot of coffee, man. So the rest of the story is they shoot, they get in a bloody shootout with the guys in this room. They kill everybody. Here, let me show you the page too. Well, I'll get that out in a minute. But yeah, they kill everybody, and then if you're just joining, I'm trying to set the camera up, but. So I guess maybe like the boss order is like, yo, he starts shooting, they all start shooting. And then there's some panels of the door getting riddled with bullets, and they're still shooting. You know what I mean? And then maybe I'll show like over here, you see the doors with like, beams of light coming through the hole or something, all the bullet holes or something like that, and then like they just like come, they like the door, or like there's like a I don't know, explosion or something. The doors blow in, and basically they come in and like fire silhouetted in fire flames or something like, and they just blow everybody in the room away or something crazy like that. We'll see how that goes. But then they gather up weapons and everything, and some money's still useful. Like I don't know what I'm gonna make the currency look like, but because there's trade between certain state, there's still trade and stuff like that. So they like take all the money, and then they throw it overboard onto their sub, and then it cuts to a huge scene of the sub coming at the viewer underwater, and then it shows them in the control, the whatever you call the, I don't know what you call the helm of a submarine, but where all the monitors are and where they sit when they're not in their living quarters. But and they're talking about a certain topic. I don't want to reveal all the storyline because then there's no reason for you to get the comic book. So then they get a message over the intercom. So we're already talking like four more pages I got to rough out. That I got to do about 10 pages today. I got to rough out about 10 pages today. So we're going to see how it goes. I'll put this up here for now. And I'll put some artwork out so you guys aren't staring at. I'm making coffee and I'm setting the camera up. I'm going to be on for a while. So here. Bam. This is Archangels of Wrath. Archangels of Wrath. This might work. Put this down here. That's not going to work too well. Fuck. That's this a clamp. I'm trying to clamp something. I need something not so. I need a piece of hanging wire for that hanger. Hey, what's going on? I knew it. It's all right. I'm gonna.
I was out there with Mike.
I'm podcasting right now. We're live, so I'm setting up the camera. I'm talking.
Well, cool. I want to kind of play my
Play
guitar.
your guitar.
Are you doing? Oh man, these are fucking awesome, man. Look at these.
I'm gonna. No, I got it.
Dude, these have come a long way.
I'm gonna sketch out like 5 pages probably right now. I'm gonna try to do it.
I got my acoustic in the car with my strap, but that's right. I'm gonna lay down for a while, kind of grab a bite. Well, yeah, I will. Yeah, you're live. I wanted to grab a bite to eat, and
I'm making coffee and getting set up. Well, I mean, you know,
maybe have a quick
you're
snack.
gonna do it all on camera.
I know. I'll have a quick snack. I'll eat a buddy bar, a nutty bar. Did I have a nutty bar? I got broke into it like 3 nights ago, and I ate one. I only ate one though. So be thankful. No, I'm just kidding.
Be thankful I only ate one of your nutty bars.
No, they're so good. That'll hold me over. Then I can
Where's
jam right away.
how about what was the Zeno? That was the criminal name we were talking about. Remember Zeno?
Oh yeah, Zeno. Right?
Zeno.
Yeah, that's it.
One of the head bosses who came up with Zeno. He doesn't. His name is Zeno, and he doesn't trust anybody.
Xenophobe.
Z as in xenophobe, like xenophobe, but Z-I-N-O, Zeno.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Or you can spell X-E-N-O.
Yeah, you could do that too. Looking for a fucking. I can't even find a wire hanger. Are you kidding me? It's like I need one wire hanger. They used to be everywhere.
I know what you mean.
They used to be everywhere. Now I can't.
It's like they don't make them anymore.
I know. It's all plastic hangers now.
What the fuck?
I need a nice flexible but stiff piece of wire. You know what I'm saying?
All Chinese plastic coat hangers.
Yeah. Right.
Ancient Chinese secret.
So I'm working on getting my camera set up before I start doing this. Maybe I'll just try what I was doing without. I'll just
Well, let's clean it up. I gotta get my truck out of the car.
see if this works. This might work. It's not like this camera does anything. There we go. That might work. Because now you can see pretty much. Here, let me sit down and I'm gonna get this worked out. Trust me. Just gotta bear with me, and then we're gonna do some artwork here. We're gonna do some comic book drawing, man. Some indie comics book drawing today. We're gonna get this comic done.
Oh yeah.
I bought Gary Shipman Titan Mouse of Might.
Oh nice.
I can't wait. $25.
Nice.
He's almost done with it. That guy, man, that guy can draw.
Oh yeah.
And he just, I'm telling you, man, he just.
You want an issue?
He did almost the whole comic live practically. I still bought it though.
Oh nice.
How is that? Yeah, there we go. I need room pretty much here. I can just use this chair. If you want to sit there and jam your little guitar, that would help.
No, I'm just stand up over here.
Or stand or whatever. All right. So.
Yep. Right.
Yeah, there we go.
It's in a bad spot. Put this right here. Yeah. I can't.
There we go. Is that too light? I don't know. But it's like no matter where I put it, it's like you can't. There we go. Just like that. Yeah, just like that. So now I gotta just start brewing some coffee, but for now, check out some artwork.
Warming up for the show.
Yeah.
Sound check, checking 1, 2. Checking. A hip hockey check.
This page was pretty cool, but I redid it. Anyway. This thing. But you can see their sub and everything is pretty cool. This one wants to fall off the table. There we go. So that's what you can look at for now on your coffee.
Hopefully we're still pretty close to being into.
Dude, they're Floyd Roses. They're supposed to. Well, I know your strings are new, but they should just get stretched by now, man. It's Floyd Rose, right? That's what they're for. Holding a tune. Well, it's not what they're specifically for, but they do. That is one of the things Floyd Rose do. Roses.
Yeah, Floyd Rose. Where it's at. Temperature.
I don't.
Temperature and air pressure will affect it a little bit sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes. Yeah.
I could see that. So, I don't. The thing I don't like about a lot of the Comicsgate models, Sky, is that I mean I'm not just in Comicsgate. It's just the new thing people are doing with crowdfunding. It's like you're paying $25 for one comic, which I'm doing to support Gary Shipman because
Cool.
I dig the storyline he's got going on. It's like this lab rat being experimented on.
Yeah, right.
Made into a super mouse or something crazy like that. But you know, that's a cool storyline. But yeah, I want to try to do it cheaper than that. I want to try to do like some kind of print on demand, where you just order a copy. It's printed on demand for, you know what I mean, for like a hopefully not too inflated of a price. I'm gonna find out just how cheap I can make it, I guess. This is the new.
So my guitar's cold. God bless you. God bless you, Jonathan. What's going on?
You all right, buddy?
Got a little spot in your nose? What's going on? You got something? You okay, buddy? Wow. Never seen him do that before. You had a dust in his nose or something. You have a dust ball?
Hopefully you got it out. Hopefully whatever it was, you got it out, buddy. All right. This is the new page now. This is Joker and Batman that I'm doing right here.
Yeah, a little more weather. So, yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds alright to me. There are a lot of, I'm sure there's comic artists that are musicians too. Art Thiver is a musician. He's a drummer, I believe. I believe he's a drummer. Pencils. I went through all my pencils last week. Warmed up. Probably need that one. So at least you got a little hiking in, right? At least you got it out a little bit.
Not really.
No, not even. You're like, not really.
To the safe forest, and she's like, "Fine, just take me home. It's all about you and your friend." all I said was, all it was. Yeah, I don't want to get big Tylenol, but you know, so all I said was, yeah, let's. My friends are on the way. They're at the causeway, which is on the way, you know, to the safe forest.
Wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you went right. You went right by us.
If they caught anything, just say hi. You know, maybe smoke a cigarette. No, I'll wait in the car. I was like, no, it's not about that. I'm not gonna have you wait in the car. I want, you know, hey, you want to hang out with me, hang out with me, and see, you know, be about me. You know, but she, you know, it's all about her. So, you know, she just wants to consume. I told her, you just want to consume all my time and energy and everything, my resources as soon, you know, and then it's like, you know, and then you're still not satisfied.
Yeah, I know.
You know, you know.
I hear you. I know. I hear you.
So it's like, I can't.
Yep, I understand.
And then Governor Baker was on the radio. So I was listening to that, and he was talking about DUA, Department of Unemployment, and he's like, and I was like, oh, this is you, Carrie. Listen, so I don't know. And I told her 3 times what he said, and I think finally the 3rd time she understood what I said, because she kept saying, well, where's the number? Where's the number? I was like, well, listen. And they were just basically saying that there's like 1,100 new people that they hired for the DUA in Mass, you know, and I was like, well, you know, you just give them a call or say, what? Well, I'm waiting for the number. I'm like, well, you got to look at it up online, you know, it's right on the DUA.gov, you know, or whatever. So she was just like,
yeah.
I was like at the con.
You don't got time for it,
I had
basically.
to tell her that like three
Got
or
more
4
important
times.
things going on.
I had to tell her that like 3 or 4 times, you know. Even if they did say the number, she didn't have a pen ready to go right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was Governor Baker. He was just saying, you know, how they're really trying to help people push them through. You know?
So they say. Do like. This guy's hair here. Just roughing it in. I don't want to get too caught up in details. That's good enough for now. Oh, here we get this a little bit better. I had it right. Let's just say it's got to come out a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's good enough for now. Good enough for now. Okay, so.
With the sound of and the smell of fresh
I know, right?
coffee.
About it.
Oh yeah. Over here.
Yeah, it helps to have music. I don't have to sit there and constantly change the song either on YouTube or something. Plus, you can get penalty strikes for using other people's music on your channel, I guess. If they don't like you. Probably. Alright, I don't want to get too detailed because this is going to be all redrawn on a bigger piece of paper, but I am at least roughing it all out. Yeah, you get the point. So what I want to do though is do a machine here. Yeah, so this will all be all black. Alright. That's the saddle What's up, buddy? What? What? Is there something ringing? Is that your phone?
I don't think I want to worry about it.
All right, cool. Then don't worry about it.
Oh, I gotta read it. Hold
Damn, Bronson, you act like we're under attack.
I'm under attack. Yeah. And Bronson knows that he's defending me.
Oops. Missed my line a little bit there, but that's all right. Roughing this all in. It's coming out pretty tight. It's looking pretty tight.
Related to her department, their unemployment shit that she got to try and get that shit straightened out.
Oh,
Whatever, at least it wasn't.
right.
No, she won't continually bug me. So I just she asked me what I used for her password. I just gave it to her. I don't know how she doesn't remember her own password. You know, she's like totally dependent on basically me.
Yeah.
Not anybody else besides herself.
Yeah, I hear you. Child.
Dude, I'm serious. She acts like she's in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to stop by and see your friends are fishing. No. Yeah, I don't care if it's just for 10 minutes. I just, you said you go on a hike with me. No, I'm going on a hike.
Man.
In the car. Shut up.
I know, right? Just can't stop for 5 minutes or something. I hear you, man. Yeah, I don't put up with that shit.
Yeah. I don't want to.
It's not perfect, but I'm gonna fix, or I'm gonna come back, or this is all gonna get redone anyway. Might not need panel there. Open. And then this be black. I think I want to take this out. Just have this. This will be black. There's the sky in the background here. Tearing this page up, man. Look at that. See that? Oh, God, it's disgusting. Yeah. Wasting your eraser doing this. Wasting my eraser. I gotta pour some coffee. I'm just having fun fleshing this page a little bit. I should be moving on because I already pretty much know what all that's going to look like. So let's see. It's Earth says, "Yo, what up, Earth? 5 people watching. Cool. We got 5 people watching. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna start roughing. Okay, this out. I'm gonna need get some coffee. Coffee's getting cold.
Yeah. All my original stuff.
Yeah,
is
man.
just all
Yeah,
original.
this dude is helping me so much. Thank you. God, you're giving me a little bit of distraction.
Kind of good and bad, you know. I
Good, but it's good.
I didn't learn
It's good
enough.
distraction.
didn't quite learn enough of other people's stuff, but you know, I learned a lot of Grateful Dead from way back when I was young. I knew a lot, and I knew tons of stuff before that. And I pretty much started just studying on my own time, you know.
Yep.
I'm gonna pour myself a coffee myself, take a little
For
break.
sure. Here.
It's getting all wiggly on you. Melty. I'm looking for
So I don't want to get too.
Right toe.
Nice close up of the Mod
I
Blast.
have some of that oatmeal soup. Is that like edible?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, no, after at some point. Well, at some point, I would just throw a little syrup on it and go to town. You know, a little milk and syrup. I'm gonna grab the top for this if I can find it. Keep that hot. There it is. I see it. Oh, I can grab it. Nice light you got here. You got a perfect lighting.
Yeah, it's working out pretty good.
So Carrie was all like, I didn't even know Mike likes to like just a bad guy. I mean, come on, what the hell? It's so mean. Just stupid, man. It's like, what? Here we go again.
Oh God.
She's probably tuned in.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Shut up. I doubt it though. Here we go. So you're not gonna leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah, what's up? I didn't on it, but then you do it. Either Carrie Jarvis or K Jarvis 0725. But I don't think I did. I don't think I did. What? Yeah, you got. I use your email address and it wasn't working there. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't do it either.
I'm way up here.
What
I
else
don't know how I
to
did it.
tell you.
So
Yeah, you gotta talk. You gotta keep calling the number and wait like everybody else.
doesn't even matter.
There is no username. There's just your social security number and then your password in the next page. You do social security twice. Yeah. You have to check the box and then put in your social security number and then you put in your password.
Hey, howdy, what's going on? Boy named Gilroy.
I don't know. I do not know. Just look up helpline. That's what the governor mayor was just saying. There's 1,100 new people.
Just lightly roughing that out. Have them like so. Let me see. Need some goons here, fire and weapons. So
What time is that? I need to take my meds. I'm trying to help her.
yeah, no doubt, huh?
Well, that's good. I need some fucking sugar. Some sugar in there. Maybe with the sugar. There it is. There she is. Well, I don't know what to say, man. Yes, I'm glad I'm not living with her anymore.
Oh, I know, huh, dude?
She's all right for like a few days, and then bang, it's like fucking me. After I just spent a shitload of time with her. Yeah, I still
Yeah.
don't like it with her, but it's alright if we stop in on my friends on the way up there when they're out fishing on the way, right up there. That's what we do around these here pots
Right.
when the weather's, permitting. Like today it was nice. It kind of cooled off a little bit. The clouds came in, But,
Yeah.
oh, we got after 4. We got to just run up there, see where they're at. I bet you.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's been like.
You're right.
It's been like a day. It's like really because we went up there the other day. We went up there around 5, so it's really been like only how many days? It's basically
How do I want
like
this?
two pretty much full light cycles. What like the night before and then yesterday, or no, was that yesterday? I don't know. It's been at least the whole day. I just wanted to check on it. Dude, this is fabulous. Can I put this up? Can I put this up, Stu? Just really in front of their stuff, really quick.
What?
Show this off.
All right. Yeah, go ahead if you want. Yeah.
This thing is absolutely
You like that
awesome.
page?
This is awesome. Can
That's
they
a
see
cool
it?
page. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so badass. That is awesome. Dude, dude, it came out so cool.
Yeah, no doubt. There's their submarine
Mm-hmm.
with the aquatic guy swimming up.
Yeah, man, that is. Yeah,
Yeah, there's the yacht that they're.
yeah.
There's the yacht that they're busting into right there. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Dude, that is badass. I hope you enjoy the music for a little while. I'm gonna take a little smoky break. I got I got like 3/4 of a roll up. I'll tell you that indica is knocking me on my ass, man. That made me tired. See, I'm playing in slow motion and everything, even, which I like right now. Which I like. Whatever, probably can't hear me from here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Positive vibrations. That's what they don't want. They want everybody to live in fear and, you know,
Yeah.
they're trying to transition, control us. And I can't have it done to me on an individual level from, you know, from somebody allegedly who loves me, you know.
Yeah.
She says she loves me, but then she tries to control me and wants to suck all my time away from everybody.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Wants all my attention and money and resources and energy and, you know, positiveness, and then it's never good enough, you know.
Yep, I know.
Has been there, done that a million times. And it turns to the point where, you know, I remember how she used to be. She'd just take off for a week, you know, a few days, disappear. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that.
I know.
I'm happy right now.
So here's the gun.
I need to lay down for a little bit. I'm gonna take a break. Let me see what I can. Yeah, kind of sleepy. Even the coffee isn't helping. It's making me talkative, but at the same time, my eyes are heavy. You know that feeling?
Yeah.
Dude, that's such a great picture, man. It's so fantastic. Badass.
Gotta get his hands up to this gun here. So
when you're ready, we can set. You know, we can talk to my aunt. She knows people to send it into. But then you got, you know, Matt's making her 2%. The other place is making what, 15%. You're making 15%. The rest goes to fucking whoever. You know,
yeah.
I don't get it. I'd rather just do it all myself, and hopefully, you know, it just spreads. You know, and then you can do what you were talking about. You know, with that, you know, pay for a copy thing. You know, which is a really good idea. It might be a little expensive, but so what? If you can't buy them now, dude, you know what the value of comics are going to be now?
Yeah, I know, right?
They're going to skyrocket.
They're gonna skyrocket. I know.
Like you thought, like $10 was expensive for a 1990 copy of Iron Man. You know, are you crazy? It's going to be like $100 now, probably. I don't know, but you know, who knows? You know, it'll be like $20, double the price.
So here's a guy shooting
They're hard
a gun.
to get, and you have to have it special shipped. You can't just go pick them up. Nobody's got them stockpiled. The people who do have them stockpiled are like selling them online, you know.
Yeah.
Like one at a time, you know. And they're all rare. They're all more of a collector's stuff that people have, you know. You know, stuff that they think is going to be collector stuff, and you know, pretty much everything now is a collector's stuff, you know, because they're not mass producing them. Am I correct on that? They're not mass producing them, Stu?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Maybe they did it just to boost the value of it.
Yeah, I think they're all.
Maybe they're all in cahoots. You know, boost the value of it. Are you kidding me, Stu? And to be an artist and have that skill, that's like you know, quite the commodity for like children who need imagination, good role models, you know. That's the thing about your stuff, so you have really good role models. They all fight for like the right causes, you know. You know what I mean? You're not, you know, it's not racism or anything. It's good versus evil, you know.
No, yeah, that's
to do with racism or sexism.
Yeah, it's just good versus evil. Yeah, that's what this is all about.
Yeah, really good characters that you built up. They've been through the ringer, you know, one way or another. They've all been through like the ringer, you know. We've talked about it, you know, much like, you know, you or people we know, and myself, and etc. You know, I'll speak for myself. You know,
right?
But you know, we've all been through the ringer, you know. we're constantly having to go through the hoops and the hurdles, and then you slip and fall and choke yourself in a hoop for a little while until you make it through it, and you're struggling. You know what I mean? And they're constantly setting that up as a carrot in front of your dangling the carrot. You know, oh yeah, almost there.
Yeah, right.
And everything. It's pretty frustrating, but I don't know. Branson's relaxed though, I'll tell you. We went for a long walk this morning. You saw somebody catch a big trout up there on the causeway.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, not on the causeway.
Oh,
when I was walking him this morning.
Where were you walking by?
Up at the lake. I took him to the lake to go potty. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
John Guns.
Nice. Yeah, I thought you went for a really long walk because that's pretty far. For a walk.
Yeah, basically right near that little kid beach there, where the.
He's hearing my footprints, I think. Branson, that was me stomping. Yeah, he's hearing me banging my feet. All right. I'm gonna hang out with the shadow facts for a little while.
Sweet. I'm almost. Yeah.
I got a pre-roll.
Oh, all right.
Another roll up. Half a quarter of a roll up.
Right.
So, but the pre-roll is almost the whole thing. I took a few hits and the crazy lady took a few hits and then I put it out. Knocked me on my ass too. I think that snow dog too kind of knocked me out. That's good stuff.
See if I can.
I like snow dog. Almost done. Tired, steady, sleepy.
Some guy right here. Firing away after out. There we go. I think I got it. Somewhere in there. So yeah, I'll fully draw these guys out a little bit more as I'm getting the idea in there. So then All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. Whew, getting it done. Looks a bit like Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks. Sorry, I can't. I should have the screen up. Yeah, so you can see I'm just showing some guys blasting away. I'll work on this guy. I think his head's out of proportion is what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. But, yeah, so. Something like that. Oops. I want to just draw right into this other panel so I can see what I'm doing here. Gotta turn his head more. Oh, I was happy to see me. Believe me. Have another coffee and try and play some more music. Cool, cool. Wow. There we go. I don't know. I smoked like 3 or 4 different kinds of weed today already. And it's kind of like, wow. Wow. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Feels like harvest season. It's not even close. Today for some reason. Some people might have really good indoor harvest. I guess my buddy over on Elizabeth is getting seeds in this. He's having problems with his electrical and it keeps shutting off and all he's having problems. Yeah, remember that was happening with us too. The electric kept shutting off on us. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but we always had one light on. Like I don't know exactly what he was going through, but we weren't getting seeds. We did get a couple, but that's good, But he got I guess he's getting seeds, because it's I guess I don't know, it must be bad, Yeah. His problem must have been way worse than ours. There's only the one light would kind of shut off. Then we figure we just keep it down. Now there should be no problem with that. My light only uses like 388 watts. It puts out equivalent of 1400 watt HPS. Dude, that is incredible now. They have it down to that, those 10 watt double chips or whatever. The 5 watt double chips or something, they put out 10 watts a piece. Yeah. Yeah, 200 of them right in together, all concentrated. Okay, so that's 3 panels I did.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't seem like they're going that much. We could try turning it on just for veg, for real. Today, later tonight,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you don't want to talk about that. I apologize.
Sorry. No, it's all right. It's not that big a deal. I'm just taking a break. I gotta figure out.
Let's see what you got going on there. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Now who's this guy? Is that the bad guy?
It's the boss. Yeah, it's
that's
their boss, not the boss.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay.
He's just, he pretty much gives the indication for everybody to open fire.
Yeah.
I got these little tiny panels I got to work in here, so I'm trying to.
Yeah. True, yeah.
Guess I'll do some
It's looking good, so very good. So we got watching here. Let me see. People still in. They still watching? How many watchers do you have? Oh, you have two watchers.
Right now, yeah, it fluctuates, but yeah, we've had 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the music stopped, so. But it's still, so it's cool. I like the quiet, I enjoy the quiet just as much as, I mean, that's just as important as music, is quiet, And then sometimes it, really just a lot of noise helps too, once in a while. A little parade through the house or, have a parade walking through once in a while kind of changes it up pretty drastically. And other than that, steady flow. You want to try some of this?
Sure.
OGKB?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
John is the boss behind his desk. He's firing. Blam, 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 blam. Then I'll show like the doors here.
I mean, look, it's pretty much a whole thing, Stu.
All right, here now. I gotta indicate these doors, so. With holes in them. So the doors will be black with like white holes. So exit out.
There you go. It's very lemony. To me, it's lemony, which is unusual. I remember it being licorice usually. Those things hit so hard, man.
I got 4 thumbs up. Thank you, people. I know it's kind of
awesome,
grueling to watch me draw, but
that's awesome.
Just kind of showing the creative process for other people.
Cool. Yeah, it's very it helps out, Yeah, oh, this is great. Did you show him that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I can put it up there now.
Dude, that is fantastic. He did that the other night. I woke up in the morning. He showed me this. I was like, oh man, that is cool. He's like knocking the teeth out of the Batman's shot. He told me this is Stu's. This is his own words. He's knocking the teeth out of Joker. Flying through the air, just laughing. As his teeth are getting hammered in.
Right.
They're knocked out. That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a great picture.
There it goes. This might knock you out. Oh, there's the licoricey taste. I remember. Tastes like a spearmint gum, you know. You all set? Oh, one more.
No, I'm not. I can smoke more.
All right, now I'm getting inspired to play. That's actually helping out. That actually helped out now. Okay,
There you go.
so here we go. Get the people. If you build it, they will come.
So I have all three of them here.
That's a MC 900 foot Jeep. MC 900.
Yeah. Buried at sea.
That's a good one. He's great. I love him. Shout him out. He's old school. Let me see. Well, I was just gonna think of something. Just kind of work on my finger style a little. So kind of think of a nice, pretty chord.
have all these guys in here. That's good, guys. Good. This guy. So I'll have these guys all shooting. And meanwhile, there's smoke everywhere too. So this guy can be blacked out. There's like smoke. There's like smoke all over the place. Get some smoke in here. Like maybe like this. Cover that up. Thicky, but alright, then I gotta show them all coughing basically, because so there's a lot of detail on this page. So I got poison ivy, man. God, it's going away, but it's not quite gone yet. I know. Jump around a little bit. I can go back to that.
It would have been way worse if it's like the first 5 times together is still worse.
Right.
Around here, and we got it a million times as a kid. And so when you get it, it's just usually not that it usually goes away faster. If you built up that immunity to it. It's definitely not. So I think somebody's tapping on your door. Ahoy!
Phillips screwdriver. Yeah, come on for a second. Come on for a second.
I put my dog away, so she's not.
Okay, do you have a Phillips screwdriver handy? There's something right there, but
I
I
can
don't
put it
know.
right back up on the shelf or whatever you want me to do with it. I just wanna take my lock off and put it on the other bike.
Yeah, sure, I got one.
That way I can lock the tires and leave it on the porch.
You wanna rip off
So I
the
have more
cookie?
room.
Hey, Sarah. Did you wanna rip off the really quick?
Right there.
You're gonna light it up.
Thank you.
Here, I gotta light
They
it.
don't
You
have
live
better
up. I do, somewhere else, right here.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
take a couple more.
handy dandy.
Yeah, there you go. You stay high in the shadow enough. Sue's in the middle of a podcast. We're podcasting live. I was just playing some
Well, good
jazz.
that I came in when I did that.
You like my jazz? Did you hear that music? Hear some, you
I
like that?
love your music.
That was my jazz. That was some
I
jazz.
love your
It's
music.
too-
I
it's
actually
too
try to
strong,
tone it
right?
down upstairs when I hear you playing.
Yep.
But sometimes I have to. I want to see how your shadow looks like. She over here. Or he.
She.
It's a sheep. Okay.
Right here.
These 3-roll decal.
That's that from the dispensary, yeah.
I'm working on my comic. It's coming out pretty cool. I might as well. I'm on unemployment, right?
Dude, I thought of you just a little bit ago because
Your shadow
this
right.
guy, you know those dirty windows you see on SUVs or whatever,
Yeah.
or cars? This guy went up and artistically
Did a
Yeah.
piece of artwork on someone's window. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
Oh, with the shading, it was gorgeous. Did a dog, put like a German Shepherd up on it,
That's funny.
but it was beautiful. I just love
Did a
the
good
art.
job.
I love the art. I wanted to say hi to Shannon, but I don't want to have a screwdriver in my hand and freak out. Hi Shannon, how are you adjusting there, buddy? Is it okay?
She.
Sit there? I mean,
Yeah, of
she.
course. Yeah.
Well, buddy,
Thank
she. Hi Shannon.
She. She's a good girl.
She is.
Yeah. All right.
It's better than
Yeah,
I
that's right.
One more second. I didn't get one.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Keeps going on.
Really good now.
Here, light it.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't get
Well,
one.
I
I'll pass it for sure. Don't worry.
That bike works.
I'll
Did
pet her for a
the gears,
second.
did
I'll
you
come
shift
back.
it and stuff? Do the gears work
I
on
haven't
it?
tried the gears yet, but
Okay.
the tires still seem
If it's
cool.
in a good gear, leave it there. You know what I mean? You don't need to necessarily be changing gears all the time.
It's in a kind of a,
Medium.
well, if I need to go up them hills like I do sometimes
Yeah.
over there, I'll need to change it to lower it a little
Those
bit.
are work. See if they work now. I don't
Right?
see why they wouldn't. It all seems to be pretty fine. Seems to
Well,
be
of
fine.
course, yeah, I still wanna get the rust off it though,
Right.
so I'll try to find a piece of silver. I've never tried glue before, like you said.
Yeah.
Basically, right now.
Yeah, it works.
So much
Very
for sharing.
Watch, share it. I'll show you right now.
Podcast. Oh, wait.
You got your screwdriver?
Where's the aluminum foil? It's, what do I do with it?
I will put it, okay,
Yeah, what do I do with the aluminum
I'll put
foil?
it on your shelf out there like I do, okay, Stuart?
I'm looking for a piece. I hear you. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're gonna give me a piece of silver? That'd be cool. 'cause I
Where-
wouldn't
where
mind
do we-
shining it up
What did I do with it? I moved it
Real
last.
estate. Is that what you're talking about?
The aluminum foil.
Oh,
To,
a lot of-
to
Oh, here it is,
rust
right
off the handlebars and stuff.
Yeah.
Might go be 15 bucks. Just give me a roll up. Give me a roll
Yeah,
up.
I never used the
It's from the,
dispensary
yeah,
yet.
it's from the dispensary. It's OGKB for like in the car.
Okay, that's in the car.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be, wait, Stevia?
No, that's it. It's
I
Steve
know.
Indica. That's about it. It's the time for
Yeah.
cross between the two. Yeah, there's Rudy Rouse too, but that's like different.
Okay, well, back to the drawing board. Oatmeal.
Right. So, like, you know. Ooh. I don't know, you know what? Let's not put the boom right there like that. Because we can put them in the explosion. Like, so we can be like, man, there's
Feeling sad. Feeling real.
So I think like
Taking Let your breath breathe it in. Feel your heart from within. Feeling so that comes out, moves me, grows me, and I feel it now. One of the ways that listen to you play.
it's got a shield, so like this. Have a shield up.
Deep feeling all inside.
Don't have to do all that. Just like silhouette it out.
Lift your love to a face.
Shield maybe like
Everything falls into Jesus. Which is both into a trance. The other body, the air and the sea. It's inside of here. Listen to your day. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Nice. Yeah, nothing like coming in and while in an explosion to the room, opening fire in the explosion. You know what I'm saying? Just like not even caring. Must be nice to be these guys. Guns blazing. This guy's got a huge gun, so I gotta like he could just launch a rocket in the room and forget it. But whatever. Maybe he likes to conserve his rockets. So he's got his shield up, so he's like. there's that. Pretty much, I don't need to. This dude's getting like tore up, right? Like,
does it can do no wrong one, kind of, you know what I mean? Stu is kind of like, you know what I mean, because you do that with art, even kind of just,
Right.
face is a face, Like, I wasn't really thinking of faces, but it's kind of along the same line, just like, a key is a key. You get a key, you got a key. And playing the key of the guitar, kind of standard tuning kind of key. Anyways, I'm taking a little break.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, my voice is over 50 fucking songs. I'll be rocking till the day till my fingers don't move no more. Already, but I told you this finger I don't need it. Just accept all the pack if I want, and I aim the per finger pick, and I can do it for it doesn't slow me down or nothing. But I don't know what I did to it. I think I got nipped by that dog in the bad spot.
Oh, he nipped you. Don't nip me. Please don't nip me.
I think he did nip me in a bad spot. Anyways,
I'll take a little break. Drink some more
I think I got a sprain.
Archangels of Wrath.
Archangels of Wrath. Over and out. No,
The Wrath of God.
Yeah.
They're the eight. Yeah, they're the archangels.
The archangels.
And they are the wrath. And they are the wrath of God. Well, they consider themselves the wrath of God. Oh. I'm just, I'm not really pushing it so much as just, I'm doing it publicly. Like, I'm practicing for when I'm going to do it out in public with my beer flu mask on.
Yeah.
Because, you don't want to get the beer flu.
The beer flu.
Well, I don't know if they'll put, I don't want to be put on any kind of algorithm for saying the word.
Oh, right.
What?
Yeah, beer flu. Beer.
Yeah, for saying the word beer flu. No,
Yes, I do.
the certain kind of beer.
I see you next Tuesday word.
Yeah, my beer mask, my beer flu mask. And I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna have like Batman and stuff too for all the weirdos that still follow Batman. I'm just joking. I like Batman. He's pretty cool. If I wrote Batman, it would be really awesome. DC, you might as well just let me write Batman and get it over with. You want to make money. If you want profits.
Yeah.
I would make Batman really bad arse. Really bad arse. My friend Sky here is kind of co-writing. He has a lot of good ideas. Like he came up with Zeno, which is going to be a villain. I'm going to draw Zeno. Maybe I'll draw Zeno later. Because he's got this is Zeno's. This is Zeno's drug shipment. This is like one of the lower bosses that works under Zeno. That's like shipping some drugs for Zeno for their basically their prostitution and trafficking ring that these guys are breaking up. You know what I mean? Whenever they can. And the reason that the police don't break it up is because the government, some of the parts of the government are in on it. So they have to go in and break it up and do what the police and the government won't do, huh?
Not all the police.
Yeah, right. Yes, the police are all bought off.
Yeah.
In this, pretty much.
I'm
looking for my cup and I can't even find it. That blue cup, what did I do?
Had a chill last night.
Didn't I have it right around here? What's the cup here?
Let me see it. Right, let's look here. I carry it out. Here it is. I found it. Oh, it's all the way out there. Oh, at 4 o'clock. Don't forget. I won't forget 4 o'clock. You know why? Because that's the time I dose. I take my dose at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being a severe diabetic. You know,
Yeah.
basically as bad as it is for me. Right. You know, it's basically, well, you know, it's kind of like very similar, you know.
It's kind of like me and my coffee, I guess.
You can imagine somebody who's going diabetic into diabetic seizure probably would go into like hallucinations and shock, kind of. Right, Stu? When you go into a diabetic coma, you probably have hallucinations and shock, so it's kind of similar, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta have hallucinations, shock, you know, and like trauma and severe paranoia and feelings of doom, stuff like that when I go off my meds. But that it takes a lot longer than a severe diabetic. A severe diabetic could die like.
This guy basically was from a third world country, but came here before the Civil War. This guy, so that's this guy, and this guy, that's nut job. He basically starts the revolution, and then runs off into the woods.
Right.
This guy grew up in a horrible foster care system, and then, of course, was subjected to the inner cities in the Civil War and got the hell out. Basically,
right.
Maybe he was went in the military for a while and then decided that was BS too. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And did whatever he had to do to get like an honorable discharge and
totally viable.
Yeah, he was probably in the military in his third world country because he had to be. Yeah. So you know what I mean? They all have military training basically.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
That's kind of their backgrounds, but they all loved the freedom aspect of America, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, we love that.
So they basically, so they're basically.
I love that we have that. At least we have that. I mean,
so he grows so much fame. He grows so much fame for when he kicks off the revolution, basically in his little hometown. He just goes to war and then runs off into the woods like he has it all set up. But he gets so famous, he becomes like George Washington.
Yeah. Oh,
sure. So the whole militia and everybody hooks up with him underground, and it causes a huge civil war, which is still kind of raging right now.
Yeah, right.
But they start getting into the debate of like, what's going to happen at the end of the Civil War, because sometimes you run the risk of ending up with something worse than what you started with, right? So it becomes a very involved storyline where I'm going to show kind of I'm going to reflect what our founding fathers went through, only in like it's 2030 something. Right. And what our ancestors went through in the Civil War and all this stuff. So, and it gets really crazy. Like there's like super brainwashed people from the cities. It's like 1984 in the cities, basically. And then there's certain people that want to get out, and when certain people do escape and they run into like people like these guys, they fall into they get led to the sanctuary cities, right? So that's constantly going on. And then they tell them usually that there's certain groups of people that want to get out, and these people try to liberate them and get them out. You know what I mean? And it's got a potential for at least a year. I could do 12 comics easy. I'm doing this right here is just scratching the surface right now. I'm just kind of introducing, you know what I mean? And this is going to be probably 15 pages. I'm hoping 15 if I can do it in 15. Hopefully, maybe it might go to 20, whatever. I'll get it done. Huh?
Yeah, it might have to go longer if you want. It's hard to get a lot of background in,
Yeah.
In the comic book, you kind of got it, but it's good that we're in the age of technology once again. We're past the age of technology. That was like 2000 was the age of technology. Now we're in the age of nuclear technology or whatever. Whatever you want to call it, fission technology. Times.
Yeah, this gets into like nanotech and like nanotech, and maybe I'll get into Tesla type stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Nanotechnology. Yeah, right. Exactly.
And it gets into man, I don't want to give it all away, man. I don't want to give it all away.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I gotta be careful. No,
Yeah,
we've talked enough, but
yeah.
I've definitely there's definitely the Civil War dystopian like aspect, but I at least I want to show that there is some like sanctuaries where there's still beauty and families and people, you know what I mean? But it's hard for them. Like they get invaded constantly by what's basically the empire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wants full control.
It doesn't honor the Constitution or any of that, Bill of Rights or any of that.
Like,
or even the Second Amendment. You know that.
Any city is basically war torn. Even a sanctuary city, it's like those are front lines. Any peacefulness is either in a secret hideout somewhere or a bunker or out in the middle of nowhere. So I gotta show like little tiny like villages of people and like, you know what I mean, survival. It's gonna be really cool, man. It's got a lot of potential.
Right.
I thought it out fairly well, so I know where I'm going with it. I'm not gonna get stumped. I made sure that when I started this that I had at least a year's worth of material. This is basically where the short series of Nut Job ends or takes off or ends. This starts where the first series of Nut Job, which is this guy.
Yeah, Nut Job is
when he just he finally just is like, I've had enough, and he's basically homeless, worn out with it for his arrest because the economy is horrible. You can't even make enough money to survive. And one of his kids already like died in foster care.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he just just becomes a homeless like vagabond vagrant and makes little he finds whatever he can to make little machine shops and everything and these like abandoned buildings, and you know what I mean, and he eventually makes armor and all this stuff, and he just he just goes out, finds one of the cops that is corrupt.
Yeah, that's the beginning. Yeah.
That's the very beginning. Yeah, and he like basically he gives him a quick trial and then beats him to death.
Yeah.
And puts him in the ICU, but he eventually dies. And then he goes and breaks into the head detective's house, who's actually a good guy, but he's brainwashed and doesn't know what's going on. Because a lot of the police and a lot of it's going on behind his back.
Yeah.
And shows him what the governor's doing and the judges are doing, because he takes pictures of it all. And he basically has to beat the hell out of him and subdue him because it's the head detective. He's got a gun. He's like a big burly dude, and but he's wearing his armor. And then the guy's sitting there all bloody on the kitchen floor, and he makes him look at the pictures of the judge and the police handing off so-called missing kids in the cemetery and all this stuff. And the head detective's just like, whoa. So he backs up Nut Job as best as he can, but he gets killed. It's crazy. And then the feds come. Story. And then the feds come, and he leads them into a trap and destroys everything, and then rides out on this giant motorcycle with Gatling guns on it. You remember that? Yeah. Shoots a helicopter. Does a wheelie. Shoots a helicopter out of the sky with it, and then takes off down this like mountain road, like this road out in the country, and disappears basically. And he has his like son waiting for him, and then it ends with him and his son just walking off like this like dirt road out in the middle of nowhere.
There's a lot in between going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot of action. Believe me, like gangs.
And then like so it picks up now where
That's where
he's-
Gino's introduced it all.
Yeah, it picks up now where yeah, his son's off doing something else, like grown up now, fairly grown up, older,
Yeah.
and basically he's part of, and he's part of, and this guy is now part of the Archangels, who are some dudes from the militia that look up, that are very like-minded and want to defend the Republic, and he builds more armor and more equipment with the help and aid now of like other sanctuary cities and that salvage parts and everything. Basically, it gets really cool. There's mechs in it, like, you know, people.
Yeah. Got some more. Should I play some more music, or are we done for a while?
I'll check that out. What is it? The artist, the Astartes, Astartes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Joey, but I watched the full edit, Astartes. I think it's a Astartes project, full edit, really good. This reminds me of that. Cool.
Fuck yeah, who's that guy?
Joey Fagatour. He's come on my channel from time to time.
So it must be Astartes. Astartes.
So you got some of the backstory before this picks up. I think Archangels is a better way to introduce Nutjob because he's part of the team, and it makes it more, more dynamic.
Yeah, definitely. He's not all out on his own. Yeah, I mean, he probably is out on his own a lot of the time, but he's badass. He's definitely a righteous dude who's got a, strong sense of justice, takes it in his own hands. He's a bit like a vigilante, basically. Yeah, it's badass. I gotta sit down a little bit. I thought I was good.
Thinking like,
what are we gonna do for dinner? Friday. I'll have food Friday. I'm gonna bring home some stuff. Anything in particular you want me to bring home? I could just load the freezer up. That's what I'm gonna do. More potatoes. Those potatoes were good. That's something. What do we got in this bag? That's something in this bag. I'm wondering, there's some hamburger. Shoot, you can make a spaghetti sauce. Oh, this is a ham bone. Wow, we still have a ham bone. I think we have a ham bone in here. We're gonna make spaghetti soup. Should I defrost a hamburger and make a spaghetti sauce or something? I got some really good spaghetti.
that sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna defrost. I'm just gonna leave it out in the open. It might defrost in a few hours. I don't know how long it takes. Well, I'll leave it in something else. Leave it in this. Fine. I'm gonna do these dishes too, but I guess not. Anyways, we'll make spaghetti sauce. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely get a thing of hamburger or stuff like that. Some meats. Some frozen pizzas, stuff like that. I like having frozen. It's comfort food. I'll get some wraps, so we can do. I'll get some more chicken, some of that chicken stuff, so you can make. I like having lettuce, and tomato and stuff. And I like having chicken wraps with blue cheese dressing. They're not blue cheese, ranch dressing. Blue cheese is good too, though.
Yeah, I'm hungry. Get hungry. Oh, yeah. You can make the goulash actually with the elbows. No, I want to use this stuff because this stuff's really good, you know. Garlic and herb pasta infused with fragrant brown of garlic, parsley, oregano, and dill. Sounds good, right? Dill is kind of like funky, but I can deal with it. Eating like kings. We'll be eating like kings. Oh, yeah. I got a big tomato right there. Wow, yeah, tomato with mozzarella. It does sound good. You know, no, I like a grilled tomato and mozzarella sandwich. Soup.
Yeah.
Or even, but I'm not gonna. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do all that. I see sauce. I'm gonna get that ready to go. Well, that's ready to go. There's plenty of sauce. Make a nice pasta tonight. I feel like pasta tonight. There you go. There's my $1 million jingle. I feel like pasta tonight. Who would want that for the commercial?
Tonight. No.
Pasta tonight. There's that road. I feel like pasta tonight. There's another one. I just come up with a left row. We'll take your pick. If you steal that and you make, you know, some money off it, send us $5. Oh yeah. We'll try to use a new.
I can use $5. I can
Daddy's I'm gonna need a new set of strings.
Daddy's gonna need a new set of strings.
Right now, but, you know, down the road.
Yeah, this dude's getting wasted, and then so basically, I think a little panoramic, or yeah, like this. I'm almost done with this page, roughing out this page here. And I can like take a little break and spend a couple hours. I'm doing good, you know, an hour a page. I'm just roughing this out, you know, scribbling. See me scribbling, you know what I mean? But I'm keeping it. Make them farther away. Dude with the shield up. You know, he's got the wings on. He's got like a jetpack thing, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna make this a silhouette. This is gonna be put smoke around him though, like. How am I gonna do this thing? I gotta kind of envision this. So he's got his gun like this. There we go, like this. Gotta kind of draw the silhouette. The silhouette, but the contour, what I'm trying to do. Put his wings on later. So this is the guy with wings, so he's like, you know, he's like that, wow, with his gun. Blah, blah. And, this guy's got his double guns, so he's probably like blah blah. Blah. So then these two down there, bam, so there's a page. With smoke all around them. Firing away. So that's pretty good. I just gotta, you know, I might not even need to put any more in here, but I'll, you know, I'll work on that later. But there's that. I'm gonna take a break. It's like 2.5 hours is plenty time to do a podcast for. So yeah, this is Kingdom Comics. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I'll probably be on later tonight.